So today, we're going to do something a little different. We're going behind the curtain on a big tech launch to really deconstruct the marketing pitch itself. We're not here to review the actual hardware, but to understand the psychology behind the sale. Let's dive in.
Right off the bat, this is the opening line. This is the hook. Redefined the legend. I mean, just think about that language for a second. It's not just saying, hey, here's our new and improved thing. No, this is a huge claim. It taps into the brand's long history while promising a total transformation. It's written to make you feel like you're about to witness something really special.
So yeah, the script we're digging into is for the brand new Alienware Aurora 16. And our whole goal here is to really understand the anatomy of the sale. You know, how every single word, every image is picked to build this really compelling story. Let's see how they pull it off. Okay, first things first, you have to set the stage. Before they even mention a single spec, the script's main job is to create this aura, an aura of prestige and serious innovation. It is all about that first impression. So how do they do that? Well, it looks like a three-pronged attack. First, they hit you with this huge claim, most versatile ever. Okay, bold. Second, they create desire with a name like Interstellar Indigo. Come on, that's not a color, that's an experience you're buying. And third, bam, they drop the price. This isn't about bargain hunting. It's about establishing this thing as a premium, top-shelf product from the very first second. All right, so the premium vibe is set. Now, the script has to back that up with some actual proof, right? This next part is really the technical heart of the pitch. It's where they justify that whole legend thing with pure, raw power. And the foundation of their entire argument is this power couple right here, the latest Intel Core 7 processor and NVIDIA's RTX 5060 graphics card. I mean, these are the absolute table stakes for any high-end machine today, but the script doesn't just list them off. It uses them as a launchpad for a much bigger story. So with those specs on the table, the script does something really clever. It kind of leans in and asks a question to focus our attention. What's the one thing they really want us to walk away remembering? What is the killer feature? And there it is, GDDR7 memory. The internal notes literally call this the killer feature. And why is that? Because it's a huge, marketable leap in performance. The easiest way to think about it is like a dedicated superhighway just for your graphics card. It lets it handle these massive 4K game worlds and really complex AI stuff without even breaking a sweat. It's a specific next-gen part they can completely own in their marketing story. And this is where the marketing genius really shines. They take that complicated technical advantage and boil it down to one single powerful number, 2x, double the bandwidth. If GDDR7 is the superhighway, then bandwidth is how many lanes it has. And look, you don't need a degree in computer engineering to know that doubling the lanes is a massive deal. It's simple, it's memorable, and it is incredibly effective. So they've totally established the machine's power. Got it. But what about that most versatile claim from way back at the beginning? To prove that, the pitch has to widen its net and appeal to more than just the hardcore gamers. The display is the perfect example of this strategy in action. Just look at how each feature here is aimed at a different person. That 120 Hz refresh rate, that's for the competitive gamer. The 100% sRGB color accuracy and that taller 16:10 aspect ratio, that's speaking directly to the graphic designer or the video editor. And Comfort View Plus, well, that's for anyone who's stuck in front of a screen for hours. It's basically a Swiss Army knife of a display. And this slide just lays it all out, perfectly illustrating their audience segmentation. They've literally created 3 different stories. For the home user, it's an entertainment beast with a battery that lasts forever. For the office worker, it's a status symbol with its slick design. And for the creative professional, they bring it all the way back to that killer feature, the GDDR7 memory, to sell it as a portable studio. It's one machine, but they're pitching it in 3 totally different ways. At this point in the script, you can see it shift gears. It's covered the specs, it's covered who it's for. Now it's time to sell the actual object, the design, the feel of it in your hands, and the whole lifestyle that it represents. This quote from their internal notes is actually a really big deal. For years, Alienware has been known for these incredibly powerful but absolutely massive laptops. Machines that could replace a desktop but were a total nightmare to carry around. So by hammering home this idea of portability, they're directly taking on that old brand weakness and signaling a huge shift to try and capture people who need that power on the go. So what does most portable actually mean in the real world? They talk about this shelfless design, which basically just means they got rid of that huge cooling block that used to stick out the back of their laptops. But here's the key bit they want you to hear. It now fits in a standard laptop bag. They've translated a really complex engineering change into a simple practical benefit that absolutely everyone can understand. Okay, so let's put it all together now. We've seen the hook, the tech, the versatility, the design. How does the script weave all of these different threads into one single compelling story? The most important thing to take away is that none of this is random. It's a formula, a 4-step pitch. Step 1, you hook them with a premium, aspirational design. Step 2, you anchor the whole pitch with one unforgettable killer feature. Step 3, you broaden the appeal by showing how it works for everyone. And Step 4, you close the deal by throwing in value with service and software. It's really a masterclass in structured persuasion. This chart really visualizes the script's priorities, which we can figure out just by seeing how much time and energy each point gets. And notice, next-gen power still gets the biggest slice of the pie. I mean, that's Alienware's DNA, right? But user versatility is a very close second, and that is not an accident. It's a perfect visual of their strategy. Stay true to your hardcore fans while actively reaching out to a whole new audience of creators and professionals. So, what does this all tell us? It tells us that in 2026, selling premium tech isn't about rattling off a list of specs anymore. It's about building a narrative. It's about telling a story of legendary power that's perfectly tailored to your life and then wrapping it all up in a beautiful package. It proves that the most powerful feature isn't the processor or the graphics card, it's the story they tell you. Thanks for digging into this with me.